is a Rooney Rule in place, and still this kind of stuff is happening. I want to announce on national television that I personally am going to take it upon myself, whether it's to communicate with the NFL league office, whether it's to communicate with owners, whether it's to sit up here and raise holy hell, whether it's to recruit my contemporaries in this business to address it. We got a problem. This is some BS. Ain't no way around this. We moving in a reverse direction. We moving in a reverse direction. Black men are not being treated fairly in the National Football League. Somebody got to say it. Somebody got to say it. You got to be kidding me. When the stuff that has happened over the last year, for this stuff to go on and we just gonna sit up here and have a sports conversation. No, I ain't having no damn sports conversation at this particular moment. Something wrong. Now the National Football League or somebody else, we got to change this Rooney Rule. It's bogus, clearly, because it's being bypassed. The original intent, what it was intended to produce, is being circumvented. And black men in the National Football League are being ostracized from key positions in the National Football League. Somebody needs to say it. The NFL, league owners, the world of sports, sports talk television, sports radio, y'all are going to be hearing from me. Something got to be done. Something got to be done.
Our artists and our entertainers are rich slaves. I watched you when it's time to go to the draft. I saw you running up and down, showing how fast you could make the turn. I saw you catching passes. I saw you doing things to show the owners who are Jewish that you had the physical prowess. What is my bid for this nigga? See, they put our great-grandfathers on an auction block. Look at this nigga, he's strong. Look at his muscles. They go and squeeze our behind and say, look at him, look at him. How much can I get for this Negro? So today, you're the richest slave, but he knows that you have money, but you don't know what to do with it. So after he uses you, till he uses you up.
Come on, man. Come on.
You go and in a few years you broke. 30 of the basketball teams are owned by members of the Jewish people.
Yes, they are.
27 of the 30.
Yeah, well, maybe the other 3 are hiding. Say, look, brothers and sisters, you're still on the plantation. See, the same old trick that they used with the sharecroppers. Do this, I'll give you an advance, and you pick that cotton, and at the end of the year, we'll settle up. And every time it came to settling up, we owed more, so we had to keep on picking. See, they're very wise people, very wise. They keep you stupid. You like bling bling because bling bling makes you feel I'm somebody. Like when we would buy a Cadillac and have to sleep in it. We'd drive in the hood with our Cadillac, letting our other brothers who couldn't even walk hardly with Tom McCann shoes. Look at me. Look at me. Because everybody wants to be somebody.
Come on now.
And you thought that by having the finest car, wearing the finest clothes, buying the most expensive shoes, that you now had become somebody.
Assalamu alaikum, family. We're being shown time and time again why ownership is so very key. You may wonder, how is somebody a slave if they have so much money? If you don't own anything, if you are not striving to be an owner instead of being a rich employee, you're pretty much still a slave because you have to work for the money that was advanced for you. In other words, you're still in debt, but you have something that you actually have to do to justify me getting this money or giving this money to you. It's almost like the rap industry. You know, a lot of our young brothers get excited because they got a record deal. Like, I signed for $150,000 or I signed for $1 million, but there's something called recoupment. And in recoupment, you have to make a certain amount of sales, and that money that's coming in is not necessarily going directly to your bank account. It's going back, paying back the loan that you received. I mean, it could be beneficial if you know how to use your money, if you know how to, put your money to different assets. But a lot of times, because we didn't grow up with money, we just spend it as soon as we get it. So as you can see now, Stephen A. Smith is complaining about the NFL and the mistreatment of black people and the fact that it's owned by not people that look like us. But this is something the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan has talked about. See, at this time, we have to really start to hone in and think about, man, what do I want to be? What do I want to leave? What legacy do I want to have for my children's children's children? See, because if we just acquire a lot of money, we buying cars, we buying shoes, we buying clothes, we buying big homes, we don't own anything and we don't have any assets. See, when we die, that money can't go with us. What's in your name? What system have you built? What program have you built? With the power and money that you now have, with the influence that you now have. But if they make us think we just got to go out and buy material things without being owners, then we'll miss out on it. We'll spend all of our money on material things that don't really bring any value before acquiring assets. Like the minister said, we'll get nice cars, get nice clothes, get bling bling and think that we're somebody now. Only because we have valuable things, not because we impact people, not because we set up a program, not because we set up a system that's going to help people at scale even when I'm not physically here. So they sell us this lifestyle. And as soon as we acquire money, we want that lifestyle without thinking about the impact. See, it's cool to have passive income, but I'm also interested in passive impact. Now, before we comment and condemn our brothers who are athletes, entertainers, etc., think about yourself. How much are you getting paid? Do you like being there? Why are you there? Can you leave? Do you know how to leave? Do you know when you're going to leave? You see, it's easy for us to complain and talk about athletes and entertainers because their life is public. It's on TV. They got paparazzi. They got TMZ. See, we want them to stop playing basketball and football and go do this cold turkey. They getting paid multi-millions of dollars, hundreds of thousands of dollars. They maintaining a high-level lifestyle. We want them to give all that up to do what we want them to do. But we who are making $22 an hour, $13 an hour, $15 an hour, we won't even do it for ourselves and start our own business because we don't even believe we can make more. So who are we? Are we really conscious? Do we really have power? Are we really gods? And when I say gods, yes, that's our potential, but are we really exercising force and power? Could that be why they're not listening to us? So as we look at them and their lifestyles and their condition, understand that their reality is not our reality. And we may be in the same condition that they're in. We may be in the same situation that they're in. But what are we doing in ours? That's what we should focus on. So remember, self-improvement is the basis for community development. Ownership is key.